Hello everyone, how is y'all doing? I hope it's all doing well. So as you've seen in the last few weeks, I've been playing this game, Police Simulator Patrol Officer. And I have to say, it is really good. It's really good. As you see, I like playing police simulators. I've played a good few before. Not as good a quality as this, I will say it straight. Not as good as quality as this. As you can see, the graphics are amazing. Like, literally, the graphics are amazing. There's a few glitches here and there, but I suppose that's to be expected nowadays with games. But apart from that, it's all working very well. As you can see, the game is so pretty. The patrol car and everything is pretty. It all looks very well. It's all very detailed too, as you can see. Everything is detailed. But I will say, I go into the details now. I played 30 hours of this game. And I have to say, it's really good. For €40, I paid €40 for this game, which is very good. Like, I bought Saints Row, the reboot of Saints Row, and it was basically it was a waste of money spending. I think I spent nearly €80 on Saints Row. I would have spent €80 no bother on this game if it came out and it was €80. That would have been no bother. But it's €40, which I think is a very reasonable price. It's very reasonable for this game, for the amount of time you put in. 30 hours, take for example, there's some people I have heard of has 100 hours. And just to say why I'm standing here in front of this vehicle, you can get this vehicle for €2 as an add-on into the game. So basically you might be paying €42 if you wish to have it. If you wish to have it in your game. So yeah, which is it's decent. Like, it is a decent purchase too, just when I'm here to see. So yeah, you have a lot of options, as you can see, with the lights. You have a lot of options with the lights and to pull over people and everything. So I just pull over this car just to show you the core mechanics of basically pulling people over. So the one thing I will say is there's some glitches, particularly with the hat. As you can see, my officer has a ponytail. There's some issues when you put on the hat. Sometimes you'll glitch through the hat, the ponytail. But that's neither here nor there. As you can see, it's very detailed. You can say why you pulled this drive over. You have loads of reasons why. You have to have a reason why. And again, it's very detailed. As you can see, you have the justification. It tells you the justification too. Because you can't just go pulling over everybody. As you can see, there's huge amount of options here to pick from. So basically, this fellow was driving through a red light as far as I'm aware.
Because you just drove through a red light.
Yep, you got me. I'm sorry.
So yeah, you can see his eyes and things. You can tell, you can smell alcohol. So by example, so basically you have loads of options too. You have issue fines and things. So you can look for his ID.
This vehicle's insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
The ID is expired. So take for example, you can go into a computer and look through his record to see, and you can see his record. Like, that's the cool feature in this game. You can see what he was fined for. He was issued the warning, things like that. So it's the detail that matters. And as you can see, we probably will have to take him out of the car, but you can still fine him for all this stuff if you need to. And obviously we're going to hold him out of the car. Take for example.
Step to the sidewalk.
But it is really cool detail. And just briefly when I'm there. You obviously have your cones and stuff in the back, just because I will forget to say, which is very good. But yeah, and obviously you have more options. You can search the suspect and issue fine. You can let him go, give him traffic orders. Like, you have loads of options. So you could do a drug test here. So we do an alcohol test.
As I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
As you can tell, he's under the influence of alcohol. Right, so let's just search him for a second. Frisk. You can only frisk him at the moment. So you can see all these options. The animations are very good too. As you can see, as a ninja style, as a pocket knife. Like, it's a good detail. It's really is good detail. You can test them for drugs too.
I'll just need to take a sample to determine if you're under the influence
you can do everything. But the one thing I will say, this is going on to another thing, is to do with the call-outs. You basically, as you can see in the call note, it says radio calls enabled. Basically, you might get a random call, and then random calls, there isn't much variation of them. There's either a robbery, or an accident, or robbery, an accident, or assault. And basically there's only 3 things basically. As you can see here, just see crime scene, take for example. So it's the aggravated assault, wallet theft, or robbery. You can only find people for that. when you get call-outs. I wish there was more. Like I wish there was murder, arson, something like that would be interesting. A bit more. Maybe in the future they will. I don't really know, but I hope they keep adding to this game and adding more stuff because it is. As you can see, all the stuff is there. All the details are there. I played Autobahn Police Simulator there. It was new released there about 3 or 4 months ago, and I paid. It was €30. It's a bit less than this game, but it was very glitchy. It was very not much effort was put in. It was just fucked there, and it was basically just a money grab. So. So as you can see, you can get them from illegal possession, plea, and all things. And then you have all your narcotics and things. So we have them for
You're
DUI.
under arrest for DUI.
And obviously the graphics are like the animations, not the graphics,
don't.
are very good.
Please, officer.
So yeah, as you can see, and you can call a prisoner transport. You can fully search them
I
now.
will proceed with the search.
And again, the animations,
Please
I just
cooperate.
can't get over how good the animations are. Like it's like you're really, really there. So it is really good, and again, for somebody that had 30 hours in the game, it does get a bit repetitive coming 30 hours. But yeah, you can escort him to the car, so you basically can bring him to the police station if you wish, or you can get a transport, which in this case we're going to call transport.
Take a subject into custody.
Understood. The closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
So yeah, and another another detail you can do, you can get the cow, you can tow any cow. So basically, if you have legal, so as you can see these signs too. Take for example, this cow is not supposed to be parked there. You can get it towed. So yeah, we're going to search his vehicle. So you see straight away found a legal item. Like it's cool details, and it's a lot of detail in it. So obviously now we can get a tow truck.
I've got a vehicle here for towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current location?
I will say the pan here is a bit glitchy when the computer, as you can see, with her standing in the air there for a second. It is a bit glitchy, but you can see the sun. It's very nice. But I will say, like when you see what I mean. Like I wish this wasn't in the game. I wish you could actually hit the civilians and you lose conduct points. So you see in the corner here, there's SP points 95 and there's CP points 100. So the CD points is your code of police conduct, basically. So basically, if I went and tasered that man or shot that man there, you will lose. You basically would fail everything, and you just have to go back to the beginning of your shift. So I wish this would, and maybe in the future they will. But you shouldn't be able to go through the person. But I will say, when you crash the car, as you seen there a few minutes ago, it is good detail on it. So yeah, take for example this is an emergency accident thing. We'll go to this. If I could turn. So just to briefly show you, this is one of the call-outs. So there's the tow truck. So as you can see, it's very, very detailed. Like there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of the world is very expansive. And I just show you the map when I'm here. I know, like the map is very, very big. As you can see, there's a huge map and a huge amount of detail. And it varies because again, there's rural areas, the city areas, and the suburbs kind of. Which is very, very good. There's no mountains or anything like that, but it's still very good. Like it's not all one area. Like you can see, it expands out. I will say this cow's driving is not that good, and I paid €2 for this cow, remember? So, but as you can see, the lights are good too. You can see the lights in the background here. Like the lights are very good, especially at night. There's a night mode where you can do night patrols and day patrols and foot, and night patrols too on foot. So as you can see here, we're here.
I've arrived at the scene.
So yeah, I just show you briefly. So basically, you have loads of options here, and this is just going into this. So you have a gun, you have a torchlight, you have a stun gun, you have a police computer, you have everything, basically. And we need at the moment the photo camera. So you need to take evidence of what's happened here.
Hey, officer.
So as you can see, you have to take snaps and stuff like that, which I think is a cool detail. Like they didn't have to do this. Like they could have just had you interview the people, which I show in a second, just as an example. I won't show the aggravated assault or anything, but just to say, as you can see in the it says here report progress towards the thing. As you can see, I didn't get another thing too. You should be able to be won over by cows. It kind of makes it pointless of why you'd be more safe, So yeah, let's talk to him. As you can see, there's a bit of a glitch here, which is very known. But yeah, you can ask him all for the ID. You can get an interview for basically what he's seen.
I saw how this person suddenly took a turn.
And basically, it ups the progress, as you can see in the corner.
Collect a sample to see if you're under
I think it ups the progress, the basic thing. Under the influence of drugs. So we can straight away just arrest them. Take for example.
You're being arrested for driving under the influence of narcotics.
But yeah, but that's basically how
Please,
it goes. The everything. So basically, we could just we just fuck off and leave this fellow to deal with.
Backup
Call
requested
transport.
to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup
But yeah,
requested.
it is, and I will say this is my last kind of bit I will say on this. It is worth €40. It is actually one of the best. It is actually the best police simulator I ever played. Apart from Ellie Noir, but that's a detective game. But it is a very, very good police simulator, and it's very good detail. And I really hope they update it and add new things. And even if you have to pay for it, even if you have to pay extra money for it, like more than €40, like if they even add a season pass or something, they're going to add things every month, and you pay something like maybe another €60 or something like that, €60 or something like that. I'd be in favour of buying it. As you can see, just to briefly show you, one more thing when I just see here. So basically, this is a bus lane. As you can see here, there's loads of things to expired meat and all that. So he's on the bus lane, so you can get it for that. So you ticket the car, obviously. You can go around to all the cars. And also you can see the signs and say they're supposed to be parking there. You see the date and all that Wednesday. So yeah, we can get this towed because you can get this towed because
I
it's
have
an
a
illegal
vehicle
area.
that needs towing. Can you send a tow truck to my current
As you can see,
location,
somebody
please?
just littered, but I don't know where that was. Like there's litters and stuff like that you can get, and people just jaywalking and stuff like that. Like there's loads of other options. I'm just trying to see can I show you the record like in action. Oh, I don't know where it is. But I just seen something here now. So I just briefly show you. There's a fire on the one. So basically, you can't use deadly force shit. You see jaywalking, but this fellow is after graffitiing.
Do not move! Do you understand?
As you can see, you use conduct points. It brought me down to 80. See, you lose 20 points, so it brings it down to 60. So yeah, we have this force for graffiti. So obviously you can arrest them for fleeing.
You've resisted law enforcement orders. I have to arrest you. Please cooperate and move
But
to
yeah,
the
like
sidewalk.
there's that too when you're on foot patrol and things that you can keep a lookout for.
You're a terrible cop.
Fuck you too. But as you can see, oh there's the record. See what I mean? You committed police brutality. Your shift is over. We played the day. So basically, yeah, it sucks. You can't really have any fun. But yeah, this is just briefly. I brought just bringing you back to this. So yeah, as you can see, this is a day patrol in a police car. You can go in the police car. As I said, there's a foot patrol in daytime, and there's night patrol over here. So basically, you unlock different districts the more you play and the more you do. So yeah, this is a really, really good game. In my opinion, it is worth €40. And buying the car too, if you wish to buy the car, again, it'll be €42 if you spend that. And hopefully they will add DLCs and stuff like that and add more to the game. It is really, really good. So I do recommend. I really recommend. And my number one for the game, I give Call of Duty nearly a bloody 4 out of 10. I would say this is a 9 out of 10. It's very, very good. It's very polished. It's very good. I will say I wish there was more call-outs and stuff like that for murder or homicide and stuff in the game. Maybe they were added, but I wish it was on day one. So you had a bit more to do, because really after 30 hours, after a few hours, after 15 hours or so, I have 13 hours in the game. You feel a bit, you kind of feel the mission's getting repetitive, and I wish there was something new, something spicy, a bit more to spice it up. But apart from that, 9 out of 10, really, really good. One of the best games of the year. Well worth the money. So yeah, thank you everyone. Appreciate you always for watching, and subscribe for more, and bye.